my name is Rick, and I am an evil genius, and this is a tour of my evil lair. If you've ever wondered what an advanced evil lair would look like, then this is the video for you. We're not talking beginning evil or intermediate evil here. We're talking about truly advanced evil. The sort of evil that would buy or steal a shiny high-tech artifact, not because it furthered their evil goals, but because it was shiny and spins around in a cool manner. Let's start with this nice office I've built for my evil genius. It has a painting centered behind the desk to make him look more impressive when he sits there. He's also stolen himself a throne to sit in sometimes when he is feeling fancy, as well as some crown jewels to look at. He's also decorated his office with a couple of expensive stolen urns and a beautiful Babylonian vase. To even get to the evil genius's office, you have to go through the control room, guarded by quite a few guys in orange suits. Note that the people working here are being influenced by some stolen loot that helps keep their morale up. When you arrive on the evil island, if you arrive by helicopter, when you first step out of the helipad, you have a couple of choices. Do you want to go to the nice hotel with the tourists and the fake cash machines and the happy piano music and people gambling at the roulette wheel and the baccarat table? Do you want to go to the bar where there's a nice place to have a drink, maybe do some dancing, have a seat? Or you can go to the hotel that kills you. Let me introduce you to the concept of the killer hotel. Guests check in, but they don't check out. In fact, anyone can walk in. The door is set to 1, so anyone can just walk in. But only agents and people willing to break through a locked door will get any further than that. If they do, they will be greeted by a variety of electrical traps and killer bees that are set off by the motion detectors that are deliberately set around the corner from where they can see, so hopefully the detector detects them before they see it. Other security features include traps. Lots and lots of traps. Here we have an example of a compound trap, or a two-part trap. What happens is large groups of agents, soldiers, very tough ones, will wander in, and they will get blown around by all these fans, and they will come down here into the fire zone. And the fire zone is filled with fire, whether they set off the detectors or not. So as they stand here shooting at the detectors, they will get lit on fire over and over again. It's rather effective. There's also a few real hotels for the investigators to investigate. Keeps them busy, having doors to look at or little rooms to walk into. I wonder if we can catch one of these killer hotels in action. Let's find out. Come on in, fellas. The party is fine. Come on in and just see what happens. Oh no, more doors. You're investigating the wrong doors. Yes, these ones. Go investigate these doors. See how much good that does you. Hey guys, you missed some doors over here. Oh well. Oh, better take some pictures, yep. Wouldn't want to miss any of that. Hey, come over here where the cameras can see you. Just a little closer, and there we go. Yeah, you're not making it out of here, dudes. All those photos will do nothing for you. Oh, that was a little too easy. These traps are sort of rated for soldiers, not wimpy little guys like that. Say you're an agent who has just arrived to the island by boat. You step off the boat and you have a choice. Do you want to go into the killer hotel? Or maybe you see some doors over here and you go, oh, doors. I love doors. Let's go investigate those. So you get drawn by one door to another, and next thing you know, you're dancing with some tourists. Or perhaps you're jumping in another trap. The main thing is, hopefully, you're not coming in through the front entrance like these guys are trying to. But if you do, you will have to face a battery of machine guns that are all set up so that they can reach you the moment you step through the door. Or, say you do make it past those guys, look who's waiting for you. Why, it's pretty much all the major henchmen just hanging out, ready to go kill something. And now for a word about the recharging area. Note that with all the space in the base, all the little recharge stations are clustered closely together. And the reason for that is minions rarely need just one thing refilled. If they need anything refilled, it's usually because they just finished a job and they now have a bunch of stats that are empty. So they might need to take a nap and get something to eat and go watch TV for a while. It's just how they work. Here we have an Iceman in the cafeteria because it's my theory that minions work harder if they eat around people that are frozen in ice, or the Ark of the Covenant. Very few ghosts or things ever come out of there to bother them while they're eating. It's okay, seriously. I like to scatter medical bays and healing stations all throughout the base. The idea being that maybe if a minion is wounded and they see it, they'll think, hey, I'm kind of wounded. Maybe I should go heal myself up. Even though it doesn't really seem to work that way. Here we have an example of the only healing item in the whole game being by a bunch of beds, so that when they do sleep, they will accidentally get healed up because they're too stupid to ever go heal themselves, or at least they very rarely ever do it. Coming in from the helipad side, as you walk towards the base, there are some beehives that aren't hooked up to anything. They're just functioning as expensive walls that block people from going places. The idea being, there's nothing more annoying than agents that stand just slightly to one side of guns that cannot shoot back. So if agents are going to see guns and shoot at them, the guns are going to be carefully positioned so that they can fire back. Getting a little closer to the inside of the base, you have people on guard duty with doors set to ask for guards before you can get any further into the base and try to steal the valuable loot. To run all the traps we have, it does take quite a bit of power, so there are odd power stations just sort of scattered throughout the base in little places wherever we could fit them in when needed. The money in the base is particularly strategically located. It's set right in the center, so no matter which direction you're going with the money, it's as close as possible to where you are going to maximize the speed with which things are bought. Also, the entrances to the base are very much thought out to be sort of in line with the dock and the helipad, so that the distance to either one is as short as possible for the money or anyone going on a mission. Here we have an example of how the armories are laid out. I have a gas chamber here set up, a laughing gas trap, so that any superheroes thrown in here will not actually be put in the prison cell. They'll just be left here, and the freak activated control trap will fire off the laughing gas trap over and over again and keep the superheroes contained that way. The problem with leaving them in prison cells for long periods of time is eventually they break out, where if you put them in laughing gas traps that go off and just keep lowering their stats over and over, there's nothing they can do about it, and it effectively neutralizes even the most powerful of superheroes for long periods of time. It's the superhero containment facility. Here we have the state-of-the-art research facility with a few things to be researched, such as jetpacks or advanced communications equipment, a code breaker. Also this fusion spinny wheel thingy, which is actually just for fun. We don't need it. That's just for entertainment. Here we have the training area. And even though it's really kind of pointless, what I've done is a bunch of the diplomat type things are all in one area, and the military training things are all in one area, and all the science things are in one area. Now, as you train up, the moment you become a scientist or a technician, you become all tired and wander somewhere else. But perhaps the instructor who is teaching you will still have a little bit of energy left and they can just move on to the next student. Here you have the miniaturized Eiffel Tower, providing a little bit more loyalty and concentration to people so that they can train for that much longer while they're doing it. Here you have the totem pole boosting all sorts of stats at the same time. Here's a little design note for Advanced Evil. This is a pointless piece of a hotel and two beehives that are not hooked up to anything, just behaving as walls, because most things don't shoot beehives for any reason, ever. So if anything lands on this part of the island, there is absolutely nothing for them to do except to bumble around, come over here, maybe open some doors. Oh, there's nothing there. Come over here. Oh, look, there's a trap we can jump in. Wander over here. What else is there? Oh, you know, just a killer hotel to fall in. When it comes to the rocket construction area of the cavern, I tend to build the hallways very much as hallways to not obstruct the view of it. I really like having a nice open view. At the same time, I'm sort of trying to construct connect the areas of the base together from one side to the other to create short, efficient paths that people can go through. Although here is sort of just a little extended control pad for my leader to stand on and observe the proceedings. As you walk through the hallway of my base, the various minions are constantly having their loyalty and other stats recharged by the various loot items that they see along the way. I mean, these guys can hardly go a couple of steps without something influencing them. On the other hand, some of these things are just here for the scientists to study. They're not actually connected to anything. They're just conveniently located next to the laboratory. So if the scientists want to research it, they don't have to go very far. There are actually two security networks in the base, one for the outside and one for the inside, as well as cameras to cover the more sensitive locations where bad things might happen. A question you might ask is, why have two security networks? Why not just one? Well, the second one is for the back, inner, more vulnerable parts of the base, and the first one is for the outside of the base, or the places where agents can get to the most easily. Like if they walk into the front door, we put the kitchen and the cafeteria by the front door for them to investigate. So basically, this whole side of the base counts as the outside as far as I'm concerned. Come on in, ladies. Go find out what's in there. It's gotta be something, right? Oh no. Couldn't possibly be lightning and bees, could it? Nah, that wouldn't make sense. Oh no, door's locked. So I've been working on my evil laugh. How's this? Pretty good, right? It still needs a little work. I'm tired of these agents hanging around outside my base. Oh, you've seen too much. Now that's convenient. Alright, everyone, let's go on a mission. Time to leave the base. Let's get out of here. And it's a short diagonal trip to the boat. Note that while the freezers are close to the front door, they are behind a certain layer of security before you can get to them to incriminate my people. But also, because so much of the killing gets done in traps that are made out of freezers, a lot of the bodies don't have to get moved anywhere. Very convenient. Advanced design. My evil genius has decided that he wants to take a walk through his own base. Let's follow him. Ah, he's composing evil taunts. Your breath stinks and your mama dresses you funny. Yes, yes, that is a good one. I gotta save that one for later. Walk by through the completely useless control thing. That's good. Wander by some technicians, a guy in a spacesuit. Yeah, that's good. Oh, some people coming and going from the rocket lab. Oh yeah, let's take a walk through the rocket cavern. That seems like a cool place to be. How's that assembly going, guys? Are you way ahead of the weather control teams? Walk by a martial artist. Oh, there's some loot along the way. Security camera. A fire extinguisher. Oh, a lot of martial artists and guards in this place. Hey guys, what's happening? Ariana Mamba is out there making my guys being disloyal. There goes a brainwashing machine. Oh, we're here to play video games, because evil geniuses love video games. So here's the thing, some of the late game traps can drain the loyalty of enemies, and if you drain them enough, they will behave like tourists, including doing things like start gambling. So these guys came to my island to investigate it, and then they're like, you know what? Let's just sit down, have a few drinks, play a couple rounds of Baccarat. Uh, oh, look, it's a Saber super agent. How's your day going, Mr. Steele? Oh, not so good? What's that? You say you're getting confused over and over? And you can't break out and mess with all the doors in my base? Oh, that's too bad. More money? Yes, take the money. Ha ha ha. And then go gamble the money and give it all back. That's the plan. Oh no. Everyone's getting the money. Well, that keeps them busy. The Soviet agent took too much money, so now she's goofing off and behaving like a tourist. Charming. Here we have a couple of agents that have broken into a complicated trap room. Let's see how that works out for them. Oh, look, it's fire and wind. Lots of fire and wind. And the wind is set up to blow you just the right number of squares to move you further down into the trap without getting stuck in it. Oh, now they've fallen into the compound part of the two-part trap. And the automated fire has kicked in, and no more agents. Goodbye. Goodbye, Mr. Agent. Goodbye. Now what I've done is I've deliberately gone out and made the world angry in the hopes that they would send some of their better agents. And they have. I mean, saboteurs are better than stupid investigators or whatever. But what they've done is they've dropped their agents off on the far south island of... what they've done is they've dropped their agents off on the far south of the island, and there's just absolutely nothing for them to do here. So they're just wandering around like idiots, hoping to fall into a trap, I guess. Gosh, there sure are a lot of dead bodies in here. What's that sound? Sounds a lot like lightning and bees. But that wouldn't make sense. Oh no, lightning and bees. Come on, bees, get that guy. He's gonna get away. Oh well, sometimes they do. Oh, but not this time. You're going down. Thought you get out that easily? No. It's panic time. Yeah, set off the sensors again. That gets everything going. Oh, sweet. Alright, because I've deliberately made the world mad, they've sent in a few more soldiers, a few more thieves. And here we have a few thieves trying out the lightning and bees, and let's see how the soldiers handle the killer hotel. If they do at all. I mean, they may not choose to go in there. Thieves not doing so well. They have been automatically taken care of. Oh, look. Oh, I thought these were soldiers. They're more thieves. Oh, and doors. Thieves love doors. But those ones are set to 1. That's boring. Let's go in this door marked "Don't Go In Here." That sounds like a good time. Yeah, they'll work on it with the crowbar. Oh. Now some of the bees have leaked out and they're already attacking people, which is really not ideal. But they're going in there anyways, so it doesn't matter. Oh no, now they've panicked and run out. I could lock them in there, but that would be work on my part. And they seem to be getting cleaned up for the most part anyways. Oh, come on. Who's lighting the bar on fire? Now that's just not nice. Yeah, this guy here dancing. Well, we got ninjas falling for the money traps. That's working out. We have soldiers in the southern area who are wandering around, but there's nothing for them to do. Okay, finally, here we go. Soldiers versus traps. What's gonna happen? I worry that if I just let them in, they will lose interest. But in the interest of speeding things up, let's do it. Oh, we're in. We see a hallway. Let's investigate the hallway. We don't know what's in here. Let's be cautious and go slowly. Nothing so far. Okay. Good sign. Still nothing, still nothing. Haha, motion detector sees you. Veteran soldiers versus traps. They're getting blown around. They're getting blown into fire. Oh no. You're not getting out that easily. Go back in there and finish dying. Oh no, we've set off the motion detectors again. And if we didn't, our friends did. And so all the fire is going off now. Oh, soldiers are pretty tough. Oh, they're being annoying. They're actually shooting at the sensors and things like that. Oh, but the one guy sets it off for the other guy, and next thing you know, everybody's in fire. Oh, that guy could actually make it out of here. And he will. Yeah, you design your traps as best you can. 7 out of 8 soldiers, not bad. Somebody has busted down the front door, so these thieves were able to just walk in here. Let's see how the thieves fare. Oh, it's not looking so good. Nope, they gone. This trap has just been doing work. I mean, look at all the agents. It's just automatically trapped and killed on its own. It's wonderful. So the trick to getting a good killer hotel is you need to have sensors that don't go off right away. You don't want them to go off too soon. You want to have kind of a labyrinth sort of thing for them to walk through that forces them to go way into it before all the traps go off around them. And then you just line the corridors with traps and sit back and see what happens. It's pretty fun, actually. If you enjoyed this tour of an advanced evil facility, please like, comment, or subscribe. Thanks for watching.